Okay, so this last example, right, we're going to use substitution and order of operations to determine if two expressions are equal. Make sure to pause the video to write that down real quick before you keep hitting go. I mean, technically I'm talking right now, so you could be writing it as you're going, as I'm talking. Okay, cool. You should have had it written down by now. Okay, so we're going to use substitution and order of operations to determine if two expressions are equal. So what two expressions are we going to look at? Okay, so we're going to look at m 4 plus n, and we're going to look at n squared minus 8m. Okay, when, let's let n be 6 and m be 2. Okay, so we're going to color coordinate this, right? We're going to make this blue. And then we're going to make this, let's go with this pink. Okay, or whatever color that is. All right. So we're going to grab our skeletons, right? So, okay, so let's bring this down here, right? So instead of an M, I'm going to put parentheses. And instead of our N, I'm going to put another set of parentheses. Remember, you're going to write it down the exact same, but instead of the variables, you're going to put in parentheses, right? We're writing our skeleton. So let's do that over here on the side. So our steps, right? Our step 1 was write skeleton. Okay, so that was the first thing we did. And you can go on ahead and do it for the other side if you want to, but I'm going to do one side at a time, right? Because I don't want to confuse us. So let's do this one first. M. Well, my M, right? M as in monkey is 2. I got the wrong color. So 2 goes in there. And then N is going to go in here. Okay. Then we're going to do our order of operations, right? So step 2 was to substitute. And then our last step is just going to do PEMDAS, right? Just use PEMDAS. Okay, so we already substituted. So we did 1 here and we did 2 here. And then now all we're going to do is use our order of operations. So inside these parentheses, I only have one number, one constant, one digit, right? So that's already simplified. In these parentheses, I have 4 plus 6. Well, 4 plus 6 is 10. Then bring down my 2. And 2 times 10, 20. So remember what the goal is. We're going to determine if these two expressions are equal. So what does that mean? In order for these two to be equal, what would have to be the outcome or the output of this second expression? It has to match up with this expression, right? So we're hoping that this is 20. If it is not 20, can I say that these two expressions are equal? No, we can't. So what's our first step? We're going to write our skeleton. So we have n squared minus 8m, right? Now let's go plug in these numbers. So n is 6, which goes here. And then m is 2, which is going to go here. Then, right, so we did step 1. We rewrote it, right? Step 1, and then we plugged it in step 2. And then now we're going to apply our order of operations, right? Parentheses inside, they're already simplified in both sets of parentheses. So the next step would be exponents. So we're going to have 6 squared, which is 6 times 6, which is 36, minus 8 times 2. Well, next, right, parentheses, we already did exponents, multiplication, division, left to right. There's no multiplication here, minus 8 times 2. So we have 8 times 2, which is 16, right? Bring it down. So 36 minus 16 is 20. Woo! Woo! What does that mean? What does that mean? It means that expression 1 and expression 2 are both equal. They are equal to each other. They may not look the same, but they are equal because we plugged in both of these values and they came out equal to each other. So, what does this mean? It means the answers are the same. So, the expressions are equivalent when, I hope y'all were able to see that the whole time. Yeah, I think y'all were. When n equals 6 and m equals 2. Yeah.